So when I found out I couldn't have the baby, first of all, because I was so young, I was 17, and I'm like, my mom is going to kill me, because you know, it's like hard expecting your child like a 17 or younger to have a kid. So I'm just like, I can't have a baby, so I'm gonna have to do an abortion. My mom told me that she was talking with my aunt, and they said that she needed to talk to me as soon as possible. So she thought that time was the time. So she called me in the room, and she's like, oh, we know you're pregnant and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just like so scared. And you can see my aunt crying, and she's like, well, I don't know, what do you think of doing? I'm like, well, it's too late already. I drank. And she's like, what do you mean it's too late? I'm like, I drank the pill, so like the baby's probably in process of, you know, having an abortion. My aunt, she's like, what pill did you drink? I gave it to her. I had the wrapper in my pocket, so I gave it to her. And she searched it up in Google, and she's like, oh my god, you're so crazy, why would you drink this pill? They use it for abortion, but it's actually for gastritis. So she's like, oh my gosh, you need to go to the doctors. And the principal gave my mom a gynecologist number. So she called the gynecologist. They're like, you need to bring her in emergency, you need to bring her. And I was having pain, I turned pale, I was like fainting. And then I got dressed, and we went to the emergency, and the doctor talked to me like as a father. He's like, why would you like plan on having, you know, an abortion? Like, how would you feel if your mom would have done that to you? Like, I would have felt like awful. She said the same thing with the baby. Like I know you're young and stuff, but you guys need to learn that when you do something that you're not supposed to, you have a consequence. And I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm just like, they put me on the bed and they checked the heartbeat. And when I heard her heartbeat, I started crying so much, because I didn't know that she was still there. So when the doctor referred ultrasound, the next day I went and I got checked out, and he said, well, we're all wrong. And I thought like, oh my god, I have a tumor. And he's like, this baby is like 4 months and a half. It's almost 5 months. And he's like, I'm like, oh, so what is it? It's a girl. I was so happy to know that I was a girl, because my dream was always to have a girl.